speaking of which, you mentioned the projects with Freeway and Paul Wall. How'd those come together? You know, how did you get in contact with them?
I've been on Free for a while, man. You know, and I met Paul Wall at the Ozone Awards, but he was always a humble dude. I always talked to him on the phone, like, you know, we communicated and stuff like that. And I finally met him, and he was just much as a fan of me as I was of him. You know what I mean? And it was kind of crazy because, you know, we don't, you know, in the Bay, we got each other. You know what I'm saying? We feel like sometimes that's all we need, but it's like, man, when our stuff is getting out there, it must mean that it's probably good. You know what I'm saying? And so it made me feel good when I met Paul Wall, man. He was just like, man, he was just making me feel good, telling me all the good shit, you know? And he a fan of the Bay, you know what I mean? He like Andre Nicotina, he love Mac Dre, he love the Hustler, you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. And so we got down. But Free came out here, you know, probably about 6-7 years ago, man, when it was rock. Everybody was rocked out, you know what I mean? And he a Muslim, I'm a Muslim, man. So as Muslims, we obligated to, you know, it's already a bond there, you know what I mean? And so we just did it, man. You know, he came out here, he love it out here. He finna move out here, you know, to the Bay, you know? So it's just like, yeah, it's like a lot of people that come from other places, they would usually, I wasn't on at the time, you know, I was just like, wasn't on the radio or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who come to the Bay, they come to the Bay, but they don't get the real experience, you know what I'm saying? But now that seems like right now, like me, I'm one of the forefront dudes. So they come and they get to hang out with me, you know, and I get to show them the real Bay, you know, and take them to the hood, take them to the cannabis club, you know what I'm saying? I got pulled to get them in and do, you know, we burning, we doing it big, you know, and we got dope beats and we making real music, you know what I mean? On top of that, just to cap it all off, we really do dope music, you know what I mean? So that make them really like, it's a good thing for us out here right now, you know what I mean? Because the kind of people who they got really in the forefront of the Bay movement right now is like real street dudes, real dudes with real bars, and people with real respect, man. You know, so it's gonna carry us a lot further than how it was when the hyphy movement was popping with a bunch of geeks who really don't know nothing about the streets and doing, you know, following a trend, but it ain't even a trend, just following something that, you know, once a bunch of suckers started doing the hyphy thing and kind of put it off, you know, made it dumb. But you know, the Bay, you notice that hyphy's still alive, but we ain't calling it hyphy, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, a bunch of geeks and squares ain't jumping around and doing songs just because, you know, moms bought them Pro Tools sets and shit like that. You know what I mean? This shit come from the streets. It got to be from the streets, man, in order to keep it authentic. You know what I mean? Because this is where rap come from. This is where hip hop come from. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different. You know what I mean? But you know, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's all love, it's all music, so, you know, we try to keep it that way, but, you know, now it's looking real good when the artists come to the Bay and they get a chance to really get down with somebody who get down, you know what I mean? That makes it all better, it makes it 100% better, right? And even right now, we got somebody from State Property, we got young Chris out here from State Property, you know what I mean? And he just out here. He ain't out here to do no music, work on an album. He just out here because he heard a lot of good things about it. And he just wants to get out. And you know, Big Von, he been dealing with State Property and Jay-Z, all them boys for years, ever since they've been coming out. Matter of fact, he's one of the ones who broke, you know, that Can't Stop record. He like one of the, Camille is like the label who broke that single. You know what I mean? And Big Von was a big part of that. So, you know, he got love for them dudes. So, you know, it's just good right now for the Bay, man.
Yeah, I mean, because those collaborations are big deals, because I can't think of any time really where people from the East Coast have come out and done like a full collaborative album with anybody from the Bay in the past. So that's kind of like a milestone for Bay.
Right, it is, man. It is, you know. So we taking the steps to doing it, and we just try to sharpen our skills and stay active with the shit every time, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta really. So we in the studio right now. Like even right now, this house, it look like a nice house. Like we probably might live here, but we don't live here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody lives here. We just over here recording and doing our thing, man. It's a place where all, you know, our artists come and we get down, we smoke, we get high, we drink, and we make music. You know what I'm saying? But we got our studio right around the corner too at 17 Hertz. We just come here, we just here just record and just. In the meanwhile, we staying busy. Everywhere we go, we in the studio. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, we just keeping it going, man. We can't stop. You know, all that stuff is happening for us out here in the Bay. So we gotta keep We gotta keep sharpening our skills. We can't leave it at that. Okay, we got an album coming out with Jacka Freeway. Man, that's just gonna set the tone and set the bar real high for all the young rappers. Know they gotta come ill. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make us iller. It's gonna make us better, and it might even make us like the best right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be hard because when you're the best, people tend to hate on people who are the best because you like to pull for the underdogs. But right now we the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of people pulling for us. And, you know, hopefully it stay that way because we want to stay right here with the people. We don't want to ever go over to the top, and become pop or nothing like that. We always want to own our own labels, and we always want to distribute our own music, and we want to just do just like Master P did, or, you know, Russell Simmons or Cash Money. We want to do that same exact thing here in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? So we got the smarts. We've been putting out our own music. We've been doing this stuff for years. We created the independent music game out here in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? So we really don't need no handouts or nothing like that. Only thing we need to do is get everybody together and get somebody with some serious dough behind us to give it that push, and it'll be an unbelievable push. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people out there in the world, they get a lot of stuff from the Bay, and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize where it comes from. But we watching these videos and seeing all this stuff, and we're like, oh man, these people is biting us, man. They copying us, man. And they taking our swag, they taking our beats, and they getting on with it. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's about the time, you know, we're gonna reveal all of that, you know what I mean, when in time. But right now we're gonna stay humble and we're gonna keep pushing, you know what I mean, and try to get it lit, man. Keep it lit. Sheesh. Zah. Assalamu alaikum. It's the Jack boy. Yeah. It sound like some serious shit again. Before the law try to tell me to state my name, I hit